Guys, around 3 years ago, it all started with the Masterbuilt 560. And then, of course, we had to move on to that Masterbuilt 1050. You know the channel had to sample that Masterbuilt 800. Well, on today's show, we take it back to the best. Guys, look, on today's show, we will do a simple unboxing and assembly and a quick walk around on this Masterbuilt 1050. Look, I've put 3 of these together already, so I have a little ins and outs here on what you need to do that'll cut your assembly down. Guys, my name is Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. If this is your first time here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell so you get notified every time the channel does a future upload. As I roll some footage on the unboxing, I'll speed it up a little bit. I want you to keep in mind I'll have everything broken down step by step into easy to follow chapters. So if you want to know how to say put the wheels on, you'll just go to that chapter in the timeline and see how the wheels go on. So look, once you've located the blister pack, look in that same box. Pull these out, because step 1 is the hopper lid. It's a little tricky here keeping those handles out of the way, otherwise fairly easy right here. Oh, yeah. Guys, so look, step 2, 3, 4, and 5 are the leg bracket and also tilting the unit upside down. Look, I did it one person. You could use 2 if you've had it. A little pro tip, get some painter's tape, put it on the hood so that hood doesn't pop open. I mean, just go get some tape. You know the lid's gonna pop open if you don't. Also pretty simple on these legs. Just keep in mind that the one back leg towards the hopper goes on, the other side stays out, and also the 2 side legs with the axles go on the same side as you see. And also very important here, guys, I know I say it, keep those legs loose. So look, step 5, you're going to want to locate this part in one box and these parts in another box. Sticking with those A screws, again, it is very important as you put this stuff on to keep it loose, otherwise it is pretty easy. Oh, yeah. Step 6. You're going to want to locate the bottom shelf, because that is step 6. So look, on this step 6, most of us put these together by ourselves. Use a piece of styrofoam to hold that leg up while you screw the axle side in. Then remove the styrofoam and get that screwed in. Once you get that bottom shelf on, we move to the next step, number 7, which is the last leg. But remember, don't fully tighten anything yet. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this. Guys, once you get that last leg on, you're going to go through all the bottom brackets and get those last screws in, but still do not fully tighten them up. Guys, once you secure all those lower brackets, you're going to move on to the fan assembly and the gasket. That is step number 7, 8, and 9. So I remember the first time I put one of these together, it was a little fugazi trying to figure this out, but it is really pretty simple. Keep those 2 screws right there jacked up a little bit. And you'll notice a little notches on that fan after you remove the door. Get the side with those 2 notches, bend that fan shroud thing out, and just kind of slide it right in. It is pretty easy. Now you can tighten that fan down, just don't fully tighten it yet. You're gonna need to move it to secure it. Guys, guess what? You got your fan shroud on. You've got these screws in. Now go around and tighten all the bracket screws and all the leg screws, and then we'll come back and we'll tighten these up. So look, as you go around tightening everything up, I just want to point out one bracket here. That is the fan bracket that wasn't shown in a earlier part of the video. Locate that, get that on, tighten that fan down, and now you could finish tightening everything up. So look, step 13 and 14, you want to locate the two big wheels, the axle, and we will get those on and also start our wiring. Guys, as we slide our axles in, I want to touch on the wiring a little bit. It was a little confusing when I tried to show it to you on film. If you look at the picture that they have in the manual, the clips can only clip in one way, so you can't clip the wrong clip in. Just look at the wires, look at the fan wire, look where it goes, clip them in, and you'll be okay. Guys, grab your two heat shields, because that is step 15 and 16. Guys, on the heat shield, just grab the properly notched heat shield. There's two of them with different notches. Just remember the outer flange fits behind the rim of the hopper opening. If you look at the pictures I got going there, right there, it goes behind that. You'll have to back out these two screws just to fit it behind it, then tighten them down. Now on the door side, you just want to slide that right behind there. It's tapped already, and just screw it down. Guys, grab the controller, get 4A screws, because that is step number 17 and 18. Fairly simple on the controller, guys. Those two A screws right there, you want to keep them backed halfway out, so only put them in halfway. You'll see a notch on the, a circular notch on the controller. Just slide that in, let it sit there. Tighten those two top screws, and then you can tighten the notch screws up, and that controller is in. As far as the wiring, screw that antenna in, and the wires go where the wires go, and that is it. So look, after you get the grill stood upright, you're going to need two people to do it, no doubt about it. We are going to move right on to step 21, 22, 23, and 24. I mean, these following steps here, the ash catcher, the fire starter holder, the doors, slide that on. These are all pretty easy. Oh, don't forget those sliders. Oh, yeah. And finally, screw your top handle in. Guys, 25, 26, 27, and 28 are next. And that is the top handle. I do find it easier to install it like this. And look, when you break these steps down, as I am doing here, you come to realize just how simple this install is. Now that's the bottom bracket there that's going to hold your heat assembly in. You got two notches on that. You'll notice you got two notches on that bottom bracket. There's two screws on the heat assembly. They fit in that notch, and that just secures it. Guys, we are killing it, and we are moving right into number 30, which is the front shelf. So again, here on that front shelf, just back those screws halfway in, keep them notched out. You'll see a notch on that shelf. They slide it down, and then you'll just have to maneuver a screwdriver down underneath, tighten those two screws up, and we are done. Oh, yeah. All right, so number 31 and number 32 is going to be your grease management, also the grates and your side tool holders. No reason to keep you around for that. But I do want to let you know, besides all the awesome cooks, the burn off and all that jazz that I'm going to have on this grill, I do have in the garage just about every mod that you can install on this, and we will go through them one at a time in one video, which will probably be the next video. So you're definitely gonna wanna hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified every time the channel does a future upload. I am gonna wrap up this video right here. I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, we will see you soon.